Tornado Pupco Studios in Oklahoma City. This is OSU Basketball with John Helsley. I'm Jenni Carlson. John, unfortunately some desperate times for the Cowboys right now. They go to Nebraska over the weekend and lose. Now they're really in crunch time with an NCAA tournament berth. Where do things stand right now?
Well, things stand very shaky, as you mentioned. It's a team now that's 4-6 in the league, 2 down. They've got a killer week coming up. They go to Texas on Wednesday. They've got a home game with A&M, which is a winnable game, another one of those must-win games for them. And then back on the road real quick Monday for a big Monday game at Kansas. That may be number 1, number 2 in some order. And so it's a very difficult stretch here, setting up really where they're going to fit, if they fit at all, in the NCAA tournament picture.
You've written several times this year about the fact that 9 wins is a for sure for Big 12 teams. Now to get to 9, they'd really have to find some magic almost. Can they get to 8? Is there a possibility they get to 8 and maybe sneak into the NCAA tournament? You
know, and that's already become sort of the new math, the new can we get to 8, and kind of several teams in the conference are actually throwing that number out there, I think, to try and make that pitch already. Right. It's a very muddled middle in the league right now, and so I think they could get to 8. The back end of the schedule allows for a pretty strong finish. You've got home games with Texas Tech, Baylor, a road game at Oklahoma, but you're talking about a 3-game winning streak, which has really been something the Cowboys haven't been able to do as well.
And if you look at the Big 12 standings, if you think maybe 6 teams get in, does that maybe strengthen the possibility if you finish 8 and 8 that maybe the Cowboys get there?
I think so. I do believe 6 teams will get in from the Big 12. Teams in play are Colorado, Kansas State. This is one of those years where being in the North is not necessarily a great thing, because you've got Kansas, you have to play twice, Missouri, other teams up there beating up each other a little bit. So there's a chance. It's a slim chance, but it's a chance.
Yeah. Lastly, let's talk about some of the more of the road woes. Cowboys unable to win in conference play on the road, and really have had some issues individually. Guys that have been good at home, sort of the face of this, John Paul Oklahoman, goes on the road and almost disappears. What is going on with some of these guys on the road?
Travis Ford would love to know. And it has been. It's been a season-long issue to where they might get 2 guys to really show up and play pretty well on the road, but not anybody else. John Paul Oklahoman leads the team in Big 12 play as a scorer, and yet he's averaging only 8 points a game on the road. And so that's an issue. With Darrell Williams out, he's suspended, facing sexual assault charges. Matt Pilgrim, Roger Franklin, somebody's going to have to pick it up and play some valuable minutes for them in the post. That's not happening either, and so that really makes it rough on Marshall Moses.
Well, see how this week goes. It'll be a telling week. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.